keeping the heartbeat of the city healthy with health tips and benefits from real doctors in the area. This is Health Help.
Welcome to Health Help. I'm Jim Perkins with Wellmont Diabetes Treatment Centers. And for the next few months, we're going to be talking diabetes. What we're going to learn is about diabetes, about the prevalence of diabetes, some things you can do to help identify it, long-term complications, just everything you ever wanted to know about diabetes. But this first segment, what I like to do is just get a general feel for diabetes, what it is, and where we've come with it. If you think, do I have a family member that has diabetes? A lot of people would say, yes, I do. Do you have a personal friend that you know that has diabetes? Most people would say I do as well. If you say, do you just know someone in general that has diabetes, the rest of the room is 100% you do. Diabetes has become an epidemic in our country, and I mean type 2 diabetes. It has really become an epidemic, so you almost always know somebody with this disease. But diabetes is not a death sentence. Diabetes is a disease that if you embrace it and put your arms around it and make some changes in your life, you can learn to live with it and live well as maybe delay or eliminate long-term complications. And it's those long-term complications that create the problem. Let's think about some people that we've all known in our past. Carol O'Connor, Archie Bunker, Waylon Jennings, country music star, Johnny Cash, country music star, Nell Carter, a stage and screen actress. All these folks had diabetes. Some of them even had appendages amputated because of their diabetes, and they all died from complications of diabetes. Well, that's kind of a bad way to start this first segment off. Let's talk about folks that have died from diabetes. But on the flip side, you have people like Gary Hall. Gary Hall is an Olympic champion who in '96 set a couple of world records and won several gold medals at the '96 Olympics. Shortly thereafter, he found out he had type 1 diabetes, and he then went and decided, I'm going to make lifestyle changes that will keep me going. And the next Olympics in 2000, he won a couple of gold medals, a silver medal, and he is the poster boy for learning to live with diabetes. You have someone, Chris Freeman. Chris Freeman is an Olympic cross-country skier, very, 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 very active in what he does for a living. He has type 2 diabetes. You have Scott Verplank, who is a professional golfer. Diabetes as well. This is a professional athlete. B.B. King, who has now passed away, but for years B.B. King learned to live with diabetes. He performed, he stood on stage. In the latter part of his life, he had to sit when he performed because he had neuropathy so bad in his feet that he couldn't stand as he performed. All these folks have learned to live with diabetes. So how prevalent is diabetes? Right now in our country, 29 million individuals have type 2 adult diabetes. 21 million of those folks actually know they have it, and another 8.1 are unaware that they have type 2 diabetes. Now that's scary in itself. There's also a term out there called prediabetes, and we'll identify those levels at another show, but 86 million people in our country have prediabetes. So you've got 29 million with diabetes, 86 million with prediabetes. The scary thing is, as those folks age and as they don't take care of themselves, that 86 million prediabetes is going to turn into diabetes. That's scary. So what does diabetes cost us? In this country alone, diabetes costs $245 billion. That is $176 billion of direct cost, medications, care for diabetes, the direct cost of it. There's another $69 million, which is indirect cost. We did a study not too long ago that showed if you do not have diabetes, how much does it cost yearly for your health care? And that figure in this area ran about $3,000 a year if you don't have diabetes. For those folks with diabetes, same general age, it's about $5,000 higher. So diabetes itself is costing ourselves, our insurance company, the hospitals, the physician offices, a lot of money. Diabetes is something that we can control, and in the weeks to come and months to come, we're going to be talking about diabetes in general. I'm Jim Perkins, talking diabetes. Thank you.